Hey guys, it's me, the Afro. So today I'm kind of doing a bit of a different thing, which is why I actually have my reading glasses and my safety glasses on. I'm gonna put this inside of this, a little metal housing. It's made by Boxy Pixel. I posted about it on Instagram I think it was a couple of months ago or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna get building. Let's do it. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna try and see if I can kind of switch between this angle and this angle. Hello. To try and see if you can get to see like my hands a bit more. I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea. I have no idea if it is or not. Let's get into it. Right, if you're wondering what this is a little, oh damn it. Okay, cool. These are tiny little LEDs. This is going to be the new power LED, and it's going to be a lovely blue because I want it to be. I said so. It's fiddly as hell. You know what? I've got a much smarter idea. I'll put tape on it first, and then I'll tape it in. Success. Easy. I have completed it. There we go. I have taped it in. I am successful. I am not bad at this. I might be bad at this. This is actually the first time I've ever done anything like this as well, so I could be actually a lot worse than I think I am. But that looks like an LED in a correct place, so that's good enough for me. Right. Sweet. Next step, the screen. Right. I already did like some case blasting and stuff like that, so I shouldn't need to do anything more than that. It should just be a case of using this to make fire, which is going to be really cool. You won't see much fire because it's got a thing on it to stop it from making a lot of fire, but it's gonna be there. It will be awesome. Boop. It fits. It more or less fits. I think there might be too much tape in that corner, but it fits, and I think it should be okay once a lens goes on it, because some of the tape is showing. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out. Out you come. Out you come. Out you come. There you go. Right, I'm gonna take it out. Has a little protective thing on it anyway. And I'm just gonna do some tape cutting rather, just to like make this a bit tidier. This is where you figure out I have like no dexterity. Oop. There we go. That's less tape there. That's good. Less tape is always better. Right. There we go. Right, good. That looks as good as I can get it, or that I'm bothered to get it. Actually, I could do better. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the side of this tape. If I can get these scissors to cut. There we go, that's good. That's done it. That's made a cut. Subscribe, then I can get some new scissors that are better at this. Oh wait a minute, I've just realised I have little flash cutters somewhere. I could go and look for them, or I could just use scissors and be lazy like I always am. I'm going to do that because that's way more fun. There we go. Right. It's not perfect, but it's better-ish. Not really. Right, what I should have checked is just checked how the screen lens goes on, because I might not have actually had to do that cutting. Right, LEDs in, display is in. I might also randomly look at a guide on how to put this together, because yet again, first project ever, so I haven't really done any like game modding before, or Game Boy modding, or any sort of modding before. First project, and I pick one that probably needs a lot of actually good understanding of how electronics work, right? So, adapter time, right? So basically I've put the screen in there and I'm going to leave that up there for now where it will be safe and definitely not fall over. There we go. So this tiny thing is a little adapter because that screen is meant for a Game Boy Advance SP. So this little bit basically makes it so that I can actually, you know, use this display and actually have a good time with it. This is when I get to turn on the fire torch, right? Doop. Cut it. Oh, crap, where did it go? It went there. There we are. As you can tell, I'm very organized. Cut it. Oh, damn it. There you go. Cut it again. There we go. And then, oh wait, I only need 3 cables, so I have spare wire in case I've cut too much. I also have random wires about anyway. Whoops, sweet. So I've got a little extra tool that I need. So fire time on. There we go. Right. So basically, I got to solder 3 cables to this. And this is where I realized that I'm not as good as I thought I am at this. There we go. So while that's heating up, which should take a very small amount of time, I'm going to try and wire strip this because I don't actually know what the wire gauge is. Hopefully it's that. It's glowing red. That means that it's happy. And that works. It's soldered. It's not soldered well, but it's done. Right, so that's one cable in. So now to do the other cables, right. There we go. Sweet. Yay, I did it. Off you go. Make sure that you cool down properly. So I leave you right over there. And time to check the cameras. Right, so you can stay over there and you are dangerous. You can stay there. Right, you need to stay very far away from the heat for now. Right, you can go here. Reorganizing, look at me. Look at me go. Everyone, if anyone actually knows me outside of YouTube, you're gonna find it incredible that I'm still managing to mess up organization. Game Boy, sorry for disrespecting you, but it's fine. You're gonna break into multiple different pieces. Which screwdriver is it? Is it that one? I actually have no idea how I look with these safety glasses whilst also in the Afro and the eye shirt. I could look really weird, either weird or nerdy or confused or maybe a mix of all three. What's even funnier is that I'm not wearing my sleep cap, so my hair could really be getting messed up and I would have no actual idea. I hope it's not though, because I really do like my hair being... One of the lights for the infrared is a little bit broken, but that's okay because who uses infrared? That means I would play with someone. I don't know anyone else who has a Game Boy except the Eye, but she doesn't play it enough. Maybe if I manage to fix up her Pokemon Crystal to save, she'll play it more. Out. Get out. There we go. Nice. Yay! Sweet. So that's the old Game Boy, and I'm also going to want to take these bits because I want those bits, but I don't need the buttons because I'm putting new buttons on. You will find the buttons that I'm putting on, in fact, very attractive. But you will stay on the floor, to the floor with you. Right. Cool, so now I've got to do a couple things. The first thing I've got to do is get these things off, the battery connectors. Now I could just snap them off, but I'm going to try and be a bit good and not do that yet until I've decided that I want to give up and then just do it anyway. On, 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 on. Fire. There we go. Fire has arrived. It's like a really weird wand. Except it hurts if you try and touch it. Now there's a reason I'm taking the battery connectors off, and the reason is that I'm going to make this work with a rechargeable battery, which is what this pink thing here is. So I'm going to hook that up into the Game Boy, and this is like a little charging board so that I can get it to charge up. So it should be pretty cool. It should bring the Game Boy into, you know, the 21st century. We are in the 21st century, right? That sounds about right. Out it came! Yay! That's one of the battery connectors off. That was really difficult. Now to get the other one off and not accidentally take off the port that, you know, reads the games. There we go. So that's half out, which is good because it gives me a bit of a better place to grab onto. There we go. Yay! Right. So those two bits are off. Right. So I've got everything off I need to. If you're wondering what those two bits that I just struggled with for quite a bit of time are, they are the battery connectors. So now I can cable in a battery or the rechargeable bits of it, and that should be relatively easy to do. So let's start continuing with the build. This is actually taking a little bit of time, but it's actually not too bad. I've got some specific wires for this. I bought them. Whoop, there they are. They kind of look like spaghetti. Mum spaghetti, specifically. Doop. Ah. There we go. Doop. These cables are really easy because I can actually see them because they're relatively thick. There we are. Wires. They have been successfully cut. Right. So black is negative and red is positive. So I'm going to pipe these through real quick. Ooh, smells nice. Doesn't actually smell that nice. Don't breathe this. That's a reference to that Will It Blend dude. I love those little things. I can't remember who showed them to me originally. There we go. So that's one cable soldered in. I've done very well if I do say so myself. Look at that. I can actually hold it. Yeah. Hey, I'm doing alright at this. I think it's bigger cables I'm really good at. Smaller things, absolutely bad at. Which is going to be hilarious when I then have to wire in the LED, because that's got tiny wires, like the tiniest wires in the world. There we go. Both of them have been done successfully. Right, so that makes it so that when I have to connect things up easier, that's going to be quicker to do. Cut. And also cut you here. Ooh. There we go. Right, nice. Good. I have done it successfully. Good. Sweet. What's next? I have a feeling that I've done some quite advanced things at the moment. I think I'm almost there. I'm most probably not, because it's still in like 5 million pieces, but let's pretend like I'm almost there. So it's now to do the shield for the cartridge, which means bringing this here, moving that very far away from wherever I'm putting hot things, and putting this very hot thing on that side over there. Right. And also putting these metal things that I need to touch the hot thing over here. Good. Screwdriver time. Need to switch over to these tiny ones. Right. What it looks like it does is that it shields the cartridges when you put them in to make sure that they don't end up getting damaged or damaging something. Boop. Ah, that was easy. Right. And then into the new back you go. Here is the new back. These came with little screws as well. I'm guessing that these are meant to be the same as the Nintendo ones, but just to make sure that I'm not making an assumption, I'm going to replace them anyway. Good, that's good. That has been installed. So now, when I put cartridges in, I won't damage anything. That's good. Sweet, that seems good. So, now to get tape. There, cut. These scissors are crap. They don't cut anything. Wow, I hate these scissors so much. I don't know how I could actually have hatred for scissors, but these scissors are really just annoying me. If you're wondering, yes, I do generally work this messily. We're actually going to put all of this stuff in. In we go. Right, so you can stay there. If I had a way to keep you down there, I would. I could maybe try tape, but I'm too scared right now because I'm doing like 5 different movements of things. I don't think there is. Right, I think most of it is just going to be flipping this in while it's down and then using this to press it all down so then that way it doesn't move. In that way my button should still work as expected. Tape it down like everywhere to stop it from coming back up. There we go, that has done it. Quick, put this on. Yes! Basically just going to stick the tape all around the bottom of it. This is heat resistant tape, so when I eventually have to do some heat stuff, it should be okay. There we go. That works. Right. In it goes, right in its rightful place, and then the other screws go into there. Yay! I'm figuring it out. However, what I didn't figure out is where I put my screwdriver. I have found out where I put my screwdriver. The crisis has been averted. There we go. Look, it's looking like what it should do, which is pretty great. There we go. Right, so now we have only a few cables. This is the positive for the LED, and this is the negative for it, which is good. So we shall continue. Right, let's get some soldering done. Let's get this cable in, and then once I've gotten all the tiny cables in, then everything's going to be 500% easier. I hope. There we go, in. Yay! Now I don't have to do any of the tiny cables anymore. Now I can do all the big cables, which means I can use the fire torch. Fire torch. Right. Let's begin with the fire torch then. Now it's time to put the battery in. So let's get the battery put in. So I've got to be careful when I'm cutting these to make sure I don't cut them across each other. So I've got to like cut them separately. Wow, that cable's tiny. Right, well, let's do what I did with the other ones, which is put solder there first and then afterwards put the little cables in. There we go, done. Yay, the battery's in. That was actually relatively quick. See, I told you, the later on I go, the better I get. Yeah, so it's just putting the back on and that's about it, but I'm going to check and see if it turns on first because I want to see if it turns on. Yes, it does! Yay! So I know that it turns on, which means that I haven't broken it, so that's good. Right, so let's put this in. Some building later, I've actually got it finished. Look, see, it turns on. Got my Pokemon Silver in it. Now just to do the final touch, the most important final touch. The glass. Right, let's get this on. There we go. And that is completed. Yay! So now I have a metal Game Boy that I can charge up and play whenever I want. Yeah. There we go. Nice. And it's backlit, so I can actually see it properly in the night time. Yay! The video's over. I don't see why you're still looking at me. I'm going to play some Pokemon Silver.